But to discuss this, we are joined by ACS South Africa CEO, that's Lyndee Du Toit. Lyndee, thank you so much for your time and a very warm good morning to you. I understand 15 charter flights are expected to deliver PPE to Africa. Take me through that process and what's it been like, of course, in managing that process?
So we've already completed 15 chartered flights from China into mainly South Africa, but also other African countries. And that process involves us finding the right aircraft for the payload that the company has to offer. So, for example, if somebody needs to bring in 60 tons of mass, which is pretty much a full load, a Boeing 777 load of cargo into South Africa, we then source that for them. There are multiple challenges involved in this, pertaining to traffic rights and flight rights to be able to perform these flights, but also with the congestion in China, with China supplying so much of the world, and just being able to get the cargoes into the airport, into the terminal, built up, and then prepared, ready to come on the aircraft.
Yeah, and just speaking of those challenges, Lyndee, could one of them possibly be deadlines, meeting those deadlines? I mean, PPE are quite of priority and of urgency in terms of its need in South Africa. Are you able to meet your deadlines in time?
Generally, we have been able to. Occasionally, we've had people ask us to move flights later because the manufacturing process has slowed, or they've not been able to supply in time, or the customs process in China has been a problem. But we've also managed to move flights earlier for some customers when they've run ahead of schedule. So obviously getting the PPEs in is of vital importance to our country, and it's a big focus for us at ACS.
Now, I understand that there are several other African countries with which you render the service to. Whom are they? And perhaps give me a clear indication of, the challenges which are, I can imagine, unique per country in Africa.
You're looking at a few countries in West Africa, as well as a couple in East Africa, the likes of Kenya. But most of the stuff is coming into South Africa. It's where our work is currently concentrated. The challenges are the same no matter which country, to be honest. You've got to be able to get the cargo in, get, as I said, the traffic rights in order to land in that country. Make sure the customs process is taken care of, although that's not done by us, that's done by the freight forwarders. And then to be able to quickly and efficiently get the cargo off the plane and into the hands of those who need it. So instead of getting stuck at the airport for days, we try and make sure that the process happens within hours, that the cargo is released to the transporters who are then taking it to their final destination.
Now, you speak about, challenges in air traffic as well as, traffic control, I can imagine. I mean, with the Minister of Health, Dr. Willem Kiese, saying that they expect the number of confirmed cases to spike in South Africa, have you engaged with your stakeholders just for a smoother, running or rather transporting of these PPEs, so to meet, of course, that expected spike in numbers?
We're in constant contact with the various stakeholders on what we are able to do for them and what they need. The market, it obviously started off with us shipping all our stuff out to China in the beginning when they needed help, and now everything's coming back in. And there is a lot of cargo still sitting at the airport that people are trying to get released just to be able to hand over. I think some of the warehouses have been inundated with capacity and have battled with processing the freight in and supplying it. Fortunately for us, we haven't had this problem, but we've been able to learn from other people's mistakes or where things have gone wrong and adapt what we do and what we offer in order to make our processes smoother.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me. That is Lyndee Du Toit from the ACS, joining us talking about some of the cargo flights, which, of course, have been rendering those services to deliver PPE from China to Africa.